Okay, welcome back. I've been requested to do a new example. So let's make a new project here. And let's go all the way back. SyncCon. Let's make a new folder. SyncCon 2025. Let's call this KiCad Learning minibadge. Hit save. Okay. So some of the questions I got was to help with a new symbol and how to make a footprint. So let's go to a symbol editor. Take a sec. Let's make a new library. Make it global. The new library is going to be, let's do a SyncCon library. Okay. Now let's make a new symbol within that. Let's call this a minibadge. Let's call it MB and hit OK. Let's get it on. And now we can move this up. It's a little bit harder to do. Zoom out a bit. Okay. And here we go. So with KiCad 9, I don't think this got over all my libraries for the mini badges. So we'll go into this. We make it ground. Ground's on 2. And this is a power output. Zoom out a bit more here. Ground. It's on 8. And ground is on 16. And I missed it there. 16. Okay. And then we got 3.3 volts. 3 volts. That would be on pin 7. I actually believe it needs 3.3 volts, pin 15. And then we have a clock on pin 9. And within clock, you can go in and change it so it's a clock. We'll just rotate it over that, and then we can go back to our arrow key. Grab our stuff, make it look pretty good. Keep these a little bit tighter. Put our clock towards the top here. Okay, and then we can draw lines to make a case for this. Maybe. There we go. Draw a line. Draw a line. Then when you're done, hit end, right click finish. Okay, and hit save. And there you go. That should be that. So now we can open up our schematic here. Make sure it goes on the right monitor. And we can click our objects. It's your first time. It takes a bit to load up your libraries and your footprints to get them all set. Okay, now when we search, we should be able to go minibadge, MB, select it, and put it on. And let's add a resistor. Like that symbol. Throw that on. And let's throw a diode. LED. It's a basic one. Okay. And then we can view, zoom to objects, gets it in our basic rules. We have our normal power symbols. We have our 3.3. Which we can do here. Let's zoom this out just a little bit. Okay. And then we have our ground. Okay. Put that there. And let's make a clock. which is an output. Okay. Per clock there. Then we need a jumper. Okay. Put the jumper there. Just a very simple circuit that we're making here, just so we can see how this turns out. Okay. So we need to take our ground, our clock, and our 3.3. Wire this all together. Maybe. Okay, now we got our basic circuit. We can hit save. Now all these have ports, but that's how you make a custom symbol and get it in. Now we have a basic minibadge miniature one all set up. Okay, welcome back. From the last one, we just built up our basic circuit. Now we're going to get into doing a custom footprint. Might take a sec for it to load. If you're running multiple screens, it might go on the wrong screen. For sharing. So this is what we'll be looking at here, but first, let's hit into the image converter. Let's get our image. Let's do the dark one first. Basic aspect. So let's make this one. Just slightly bigger than the mini badge itself. Just do a footprint and do it as the. Let's do this one as a front mask. This for it. And then let's go to KiCad 9 footprint. And just call this one barf F mask. dark. Hit save. And then let's do the other image as a silk screen. And make sure that we get the right size. Let's actually go double the size, which I need to redo that. Last one, so I did too small. What I'm looking here is just to get it in. Okay. And now we can pull up our footprint editor. And it might not be in there. So tool, let's add existing. Let's go up to 9. Make sure that one's there. Make sure all the footprints. So one thing I wish KiCad did better is that it would take your footprints from the previous version to the new one, without you having to find it and do it yourself. So I think I got most of them now. Okay. I still have, you might have to go to that, the GitHub again, but it should have got my. So I'm going to come here, pull this up. I actually don't like to show that one. Okay, and then we can click on this, and we can do create from selection. You want to create a polygon. You want to do create bounding hole, and we can delete the object after. And we hit OK. We'll wipe it out and let's leave an front screen. We want to actually change that to our edge cut. Okay, and then we can hit save. Then the only thing that we have to add here are the headers, the vias for the mini badge. If we have the other library, we do have mini badge simple. So we can pull this. We actually come over here and copy it. And then go back to our, and then we can paste it. And just kind of position it where you want it. So let's go here. We can get up to we want to enlarge the margin to encompass our full aspect. And then we want to go through and delete what we don't have. So now let's go through and we're deleting the boundary of the mini badge that was there. And the pins that we aren't using. So it should look like this. Then I like to come in here. Do these back silk screens. Just to get them out of the way from the front. So I like most of the stuff on the back. Okay, now we can hit save. We can close this. Then we can come back to our schematic. Get back to our view. Then we can go E. And now we have a footprint. So let's choose our footprint. We have our, do that one. Hit OK. Let's come over here, plus E. Let's get its footprint. So we have a solder jumper, 3-pin, open. That one's not bad. I kind of like the curved ones a little bit better, like this. And let's do a resistor. Let's do this one as a hand solder. resistor. Make it easy. So let's do a 1206. Nice and big. And let's do an LED. Let's have this a through-hole LED. 3mm LED. See, it should be there. Okay, LED. Like this one here. Hit OK. Okay. We can hit save. And then we can go to our PCB. Get that display over here. Click up here or F8 to import. Looks all good. And let's zoom to our objects. Flip these to the back. Do that up here. Do be careful of where you put some of these, as now you are above the normal footprint. Let's add in our silk screen. Oh, I did as mask. Name goes in just perfect here. Let's edit the footprint. Okay. Make that not visible, so it's not in the way. Highlight everything. So this is front silk, so it's good. Hit save. Okay. Now we can go through and do the LED right in the middle of his head here. Other aspects. Hit save just to see. Let's change this to black. And there you go. There's a custom design that goes above of the PCB. It still fits the minibadge format, but fills up more than one space. Hope you liked it. Let me know what other things you'd like to see more of, and I'll work on future videos for you. Thanks for the recommendations, and hope you enjoyed these.